Since 2003, the MAXTRACK Doppler ball has rained across the north side of Lexington. We've been blanketing the area with radar coverage of severe storms, ice, hail, tornadoes, all the things that make weather so interesting and sometimes dangerous. The MAXTRACK Doppler has been the tool to use during the last nearly 2 decades. Well, it came to the end of its essential useful life, and now it's time for an upgrade. And we're going to talk more about that coming up in just a little bit. It has been a terrific run, and it's going to continue now for a very long time. All righty, our weather. Right now, we don't really need a radar per se. It's a terrific afternoon out here on the MAXTRACK Doppler, and this is right now combining, since our radar is offline because they're working on it, we are looking at nothing right now, and it'll likely stay that way for a couple of days, and that's certainly good for us. Now, as we talk about the headlines for you, what you need to know, first of all, it's great radar making weather. It's also great weather for pretty much anything else you want to be doing outside. This is wonderful. We're talking warm, we're talking very spring-like for you. In the 8-day, you're going to see the weather start to get a little wetter, so we need to hustle up on getting the radar done here. But at least in the 8-day, it also stays warm. So good news all the way around with that. Now, as you look around at the moment, this is terrific. Temperatures are running in the 70s. Doesn't it feel good outside? I mean, it started yesterday on Easter, and it's just been continuing for us. 77 in Richmond, and temperatures are in the 70s everywhere you look, including Lexington, where we now sit at 72. Not a whole lot of wind to speak of out here right now. The air is dry, 72. That's been our high temperature for today as well. And as we look ahead for you, look at those temperatures staying in the 70s through at least the middle of the week. And even when we cool down a little bit there toward the weekend, hey, it's upper 60s. That's not bad. I think a lot of folks will take that. Now, they're going to have some rain around as well. You see the rain chances beginning to increase for us on Wednesday. That's an isolated storm or two. Not many. Most of us will stay dry. Now, rain and thunderstorms are going to be likely on Thursday. That's when we're going to hopefully lift the new Doppler ball up, but that's, again, going to be kind of weather dependent, ironically enough. And then the rain chances will linger into the first part of the weekend as well before we start drying out again by the first part of next week. Now, rain at the moment, you don't find a whole lot around. You have to look up toward our north where the warm front is. We're on the good side of the warm front, by the way, when you're to the south. And we see that rain up there going through Illinois, Indiana, staying to our north, and it'll stay there for a while. FUTURETRACK, here's what's going on. You've got an area of low pressure that's going to be scooting up through the plains. That is going to eventually start dragging a cold front our way. But before it gets here, we keep the southerly winds going. That's what's going to feel nice. And those southerly winds will keep the temperatures nice and warm. But you notice, as we get toward late Wednesday, there is a line of rain and thunderstorms out there along the Mississippi River, and that is destined for us as we look ahead to Thursday. For tonight, mainly clear. It is going to be a nice night for early April. Overnight lows just in the upper 40s. What a terrific day tomorrow. Let's enjoy the sunshine. Let's enjoy a few more clouds really than what we've had today, but still a partly to mostly sunny one for us with highs mid-70s. Your 8-day? Gang, that's looking pretty good. You're talking temperatures that stay in the 70s through Wednesday, that isolated storm. Rain and thunderstorm chances really increase on Thursday. The chance of rain will last into your weekend, but by Sunday we should begin to dry out once again. So again, we're out here in the backyard of LEX 18 where we've had the MAXTRACK Doppler going back since, well, 2003 is when we put it in. So as you look back here, this is what a radome. It doesn't look like a pterodactyl just came in. They're putting caulk on here right now, so it doesn't leak, but it makes noise. What do you think, Larry?
It's pretty cool. You and your tools. You mentioned 2003, so we were due for a new one. How does this radar compare to other radars in Kentucky?
Well, it's live, and that makes it unique. This is the only live Doppler radar in the state of Kentucky. We are fortunate to have it here. When we put it in, it for the longest time was the only live radar, and it now again is the only live radar. So then that's critical. And you have fast-moving storm situations. Think of it this way. If a storm is moving 50, 60 miles an hour, and you're looking at radar data that's 3, 4, 5 minutes old, that's 3, 4, 5 miles. And that's that's like from where we're standing here to Hamburg. So again, that's the difference from where a storm can be. That's the importance of a live Doppler radar.
Looking at close up, it does look like a giant dinosaur egg in our backyard here. Okay, one more question. When will it be done, and when will we get a chance to see the results on air?
We're hoping that everything will be done with the construction at the end of the week, and that, of course, is going to be kind of weather dependent. So tomorrow what they're going to do is they're going to take what you saw at the very beginning of the weather segment. You're going to take the old MAXTRACK Doppler ball down. We've got a big crane coming in here to do that. So that comes down on Tuesday. This is going to be going up then on Thursday is the plan at this point, and everything except the tower is getting replaced. So it's all new hardware. It's like going from a flip phone to going to a smartphone. I mean, that's what we're going to be doing here. The MAXTRACK was terrific for 2 decades, and now it's time for MAXTRACK 2.0.
And that's a great analogy to go from 2003 to 2021. I know you and the rest of the Storm Tracker meteorology team can't wait to get your hands on that. Bill, thanks. We'll talk to you here in a few minutes.